Hi everybody, how are you? Okay, let's see if I can go live here too. Hey everyone, welcome this morning at Universal Spiritualism, Find Me a Medium. I'm Rachel Chamness at soundwavesheal.com. Let's see, here we go, here's the welcome. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. And I love to help lightworkers open their clairs and connect with their spirit guides and all types of beings of light for all different types of channeling, but especially trans-channeling, messages, and healing. So today, let me know that you're here. I want to hear that you're here. And I'm going to be talking about two of my cards today from my deck. And then I will be giving readings to everyone I can. I usually do about 40 for people if you're here at the beginning. I should get to you, but I'm live in several places, so you're going to want to just keep, every once in a while send an emoji or send something so I can see that you're still there and you haven't been read yet. But also, you know, pay attention because I read fast. So this is my deck. It is on sale. If you are buying, either way, you can use this QR code. But if you're not in the US, then you just can buy it straight from my site. And I put it on sale to help with the shipping there. And if you're in the United States, then you can buy it on Amazon. You can also find that link there. You can look it up on Amazon with my name. So hi everyone, I see you. Hi Catherine, Judy, Izzy, AM. Remind me who you are, AM. It's like it's almost there, but I can't remember. Jean, Tainita, hi Connie. Sweet Farish, hi. I just give the reading, and if you have an intention, it might come up. We'll see. Alicia, and Pamela. Oh, hi, Pamela. I'm so happy to welcome you to the family in Tag Lightworkers and in the Reiki classes, and I'm so happy to have you. Judy and Luana. Hi, Luana. Okay. It's a little busy morning. Haven't had any coffee, so just give me a second while I down this. I've already called in my angels and protectors, calling in my spirit guides, calling in your spirit guides, calling in protection for all of us, and calling in the Fae for this session. So the Fae helped me with this deck. I told them how I wanted it to go. They helped me. They came in and told me which card they were going to be on, and they rewrote the card because I had kind of had an idea of what I wanted the card to be. And a couple of unexpected things happened after I published a deck and people started using them. Was this? Well, first of all, I knew that by having actually having the beings on the deck, that you would be able to channel them. You'd be able to bring them forth because they told me that. They said, you know, we're going to come forward for this deck and anyone can channel us. We are willing to be channeled by whoever wants to channel us, you know, because not every being wants to be channeled by everyone. Sometimes they have like a person that they just channel, like Alparbium, really just works with me. He's my partner guide. But like I channel Archangel Ariel and I channel Gaia a lot, and those are beings that many people channel. So these are like the Fae that said, we will be channeled. So if you want to learn how to channel and you want to be connected to elementals and you want to learn a lot about elementals or a lot about all the different kinds, there's 37 different kinds in this deck, and I eventually will write a book one day. I had one written, but it got erased. So Spirit was like, you need to do this a different way. So I'll do it a different way later when the time is right, which is not right now. I'm working on my TV show, which is going to be for Ethereal TV, which I thought was, you know, it kind of sort of semi-launched in June, and they were like January, but now they've really improved a lot of it. It's all run by psychics and mediums and channels now, healers. So it's probably going to be more like middle 2025, but that's okay. Maybe hopefully first quarter. So we'll see that then. So I'm kind of a little busy. Anyway, back to the card deck. I digress because I haven't had my coffee. I'm going to tell you about two. This one is problem resolved. So if you were to get this one, so if you're reading for someone else, these cards are really great. They're so easy. You know, you don't have to look in the book. I hate having to look in a book if I have cards. Forget it. That makes me look really unprofessional. I don't use cards unless, you know, I mean, it's very rare that I have to look at the book. And so I made these cards so you don't have to do that. It's going to really make you look good. And if you pull a card from another deck and you're like, I don't know what this means, you can pull these cards as a clarifying deck. And if you pull this card for yourself, then that's going to be harder to read, right? Don't worry. I've got your back in the book, in the booklet. Comes with the cards. You'll see it. So let's say you pull this for yourself. We're going to read it. Phoenix beings bring truth and justice as well as rebirth. Call on these creatures when you feel justice is needed. The Phoenix, oh my gosh, I just realized my mic's not on. Can you guys even hear me? Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Using my computer mic, it must be terrible. Okay. The Phoenix warns you that justice isn't always what you think it is, so you must always ask for the highest good of all and accept what comes to be. However, this card signals a good outcome for you. Okay, so the first paragraph just tells you about the Phoenix and things like that, and then gives you a little bit about what this card's about. But there's also a channel. So the channel would be especially for you, or if you didn't know what the card was about, if you couldn't figure it out. So here's the channel. From Romuald. Your problem is shifting to a favorable resolution. You have asked for help from the universe. Now you have received it. Once you have shifted your vibration from asking for help to acceptance and gratitude for your favorable outcome, you will see results rather quickly. Celebrate. All right. Now let's go to another one. Maybe I can multitask here. Whoa, I don't know if I can. We will try. So the other one is a really good one. Whenever this one comes up, I usually give a healing with it. If you watch me, you probably know that. And that's past life connection. So the past life connection card is Finley, the Crystal Diva. Now, here we go. This is kind of like rigged a little bit because it's not really correct, but I'm going to use it this way anyway because I already set it up. Woo! So the Crystal Diva is a little diva fairy that lives inside of a crystal. Do you have a crystal? Whoops. A crystal or a pendulum that is like, hold on, now I'm going to fix it. That you just know is, has a being in it or just feels different. I don't know what I've done to this. Sorry, guys. Okay. Well, that can be because you have a crystal diva in it. So they do live in crystals. So like if you have a pendulum and you're like, why doesn't this thing work for me? It could be that it has a crystal diva in it and the diva itself wants you to recognize them. Okay, sorry, guys. I don't know if this is going to work today. This looks all crazy. I don't know what's happening here. So anyway, whenever I pull this card for people, I usually give a liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing to help people release it, because I truly believe that if you are a healer, you need to be also able to bring forth messages, which I can totally teach you. It goes together. And that if you're an oracle, if you're bringing messages forward, well, then you should bring the healing too. So I don't want to be the type of reader who's like, hey, you have a past life and it's really something wrong here. It's really messing you up. Good luck with that. You know, I mean, now it's different if you need a healing, like a clearing, that takes time, but a past life can be released really fast. So I usually do that for people on the live. And I'm sorry for the noise. Hold on just a second. Let me just fix this. I'm really sorry. Well, I guess we'll use it like this today. Can you hear me okay? We'll just do it like that. Okay, so I'm going to read from the card. I'm taking too long, but don't worry. I'll read you guys. Don't worry. I'll get there. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Like I said, a lot of stuff happened this morning. Now I've lost I've lost it. Here's Finley. Crystal divas are a type of small fairies that make a crystal their home. They like to work with humans to raise their own vibration and the vibration of Earth. They are guardians of sacred sites, ancient temples, and groves. They can be a great source of information if you can tap into them. If you ever have a pendulum which just won't work for you, check and see if there's a diva inside whom you must acknowledge first. Finley's message is, you are experiencing a block from a past life which is hindering you at this time. You may ask your guides to illuminate the path for you so you can understand this block and clear it, or you may desire to ask for outside help to have it cleared for you. Once it is cleared, you will experience a vibrational shift towards the help you have been asking for. Okay, thanks for being patient. Mercury retro. It do be like that, doesn't it? Okay. Okay. So here we are. We're done. I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna start at the top here. I'm gonna do the first. Oh, was that loud? I'm gonna do the first 5, and then I'll come to the more recent ones. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I feel like if you were on early, I want to make sure I read you early. But I can't keep up with all the comments, so I'll have to go down. All right, so these are going to be in perfect order. Yes, they will. Do you guys ever do that? All right, Izzy, you got time to move. So the time to move card, hold on. This could be about moving your body, moving your job, moving your home. Let's see. It's about your job, Izzy. They're asking you about moving your job. So what does that feel like? Is that something that you want to do, or that you're trying to do, or you're trying to move to a new position in your job, or there's like something new about your job and they want you to work on it? So, basically the message is like, there's a better position for you, or it might be a completely different job, or it could be still in your same job, but it's time to like move on it. And what they want you to do actually is to do a couple of exercises that will help you achieve it with the law of attraction. So just basic law of attraction stuff, like thinking about how that new job's going to feel, whether it's a small move or a big move. And then also if it's inside the company that you're in, you want to talk to your boss through the airwaves with Archangel Gabriel. This is a really great, I forgot to set this up too. This is a really great way to talk to your boss without actually talking to them or talk to anyone. And it's on my site. It's on my site at soundwavesheal.com. And it's on the blog. So you'll go on the blog and just, you'll just search Gabriel and it'll come up, how to talk to someone through the airwaves of Gabriel, and read that article, and it will help you so much. It will be amazing. Okay, AM, I don't know if you're still here. And tell me who this is. Angie? Release and go. So you're getting a nudge from the universe, or actually from the Fae, that it's time to release something that's no longer serving you. And this is actually a person. So it's time to just leave behind. Maybe it's an old friendship. Maybe it's an expectation of a family member. But it's something about, it's time to release that person, or at least release that person from the way that you are always feeling that they are. It's like, what they kind of show me is like a relative who always acts a certain way, or who always reacts a certain way, and how that affects you. And it's just time to release that and just be like, that's their problem and not mine. So it's a little bit deeper than that. I hope that's enough to get you to sort of think about it, because that's what they're saying. Hi, Jean. You got abundance windfall. Very exciting. Is this the same Jean? Did you change your page? Oh, you're on YouTube. Yeah. Abundant, because you get this card all the time, right? Abundance windfall coming to you. So if you feel like you keep getting the card, you keep getting the signs that abundance is coming to you, but it's not happening, then per law of attraction, which of course these cards are all about, because the Fae love manifesting. These are manifesting cards. Then you must be thinking of it in the future. You need to learn how to think of it in the moment. It's here already. I may not see it yet, but it's here. Hey, Tainita, you got trust your intuition. This is Whirly the narwhal. And narwhals are Fae. There are going to be several in this deck that are animals that we see in our world, but it explains it in the deck, in the booklet. Trust your intuition. You're getting a lot of intuition from your spirit guides, but are you really listening? Okay, they told me to keep going a little bit. Connie 817, you got call for clearing. Tsutsula the diamond light dragon. So Sometimes this is about clearing something in your space, but this is really about you. You could really use a spiritual clearing. It's not terrible or anything, but you're feeling a little like anxious or down, and a clearing is going to make a huge, huge difference. So of course, I recommend at least a mini session or a clear session from me or one of my sound waves heal practitioners, especially Missy. She does a great clearing, and she's very inexpensive. And you can even get regular clearings for a great price from Missy. So, but if you have someone that you trust, I would recommend that you just get a little spiritual clearing Reiki session, something to get you back on track to feeling really great. Okay, Sweet Fairish. All right, you got Celebrate, Wintana the Fairy Mermaid. Okay, so you're focusing on your health right now. So I believe that this card can definitely be about that. Are you celebrating the small wins, the very, very small things? Like sometimes, like okay, I had a client that was saying, oh, I really need to like make a lot of money because I'm kind of in a situation. And then they found out like one of their accounts had a lot of money in it, like a lot. And they were like, well, it helps, but it's not enough. Okay, but if you can see something like that as like, oh my gosh, this is a sign. Look at all this money I didn't even know I had. Now I know that the rest will be here, and I'm going to celebrate the hell out of this. So it's the same thing. It's like, okay, I'm doing a little bit better. Now I don't have to take that medication, as much medication, or now I can do this without being so tired, or blah, 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 and then, and those little wins will help. And also watch how you're talking about it, because you're saying, I am suffering from hyperthyroidism. So that means that the hyperthyroidism is making you suffer more every time you say that. So you want to say, you want to change the way that you talk about it. Just look into the law of attraction and rewrite the way that you speak about it. And I am healing from hyperthyroidism right now, and I feel better and better every day. Okay, Elsa, you got Alchemy and Magic. Woo, woo. This is a great card, even on the cover, as you can see. And so Alchemy and Magic, Solemi the Unicorn is saying you have all the tools that you need, and all you have to do is work with what you have right now, and you can feel better immediately. So kind of what I get is maybe you've hit a little snag or something's happened and you're like, oh, but what you can do is you have so many tools right now to just get past it right in this instance. You just need to stop what you're doing and do the things that you know how to do to help yourself. And then if you need more help, reach out to someone, a healer, or, someone who does what I do, or me if you want, and do some healing and helping for yourself. But you have enough to do right now. You just have to do it. Hi, Alicia. Problem resolved. You got, and I'm going to go to the newest comments right after this, so everyone post if you're here and you want a card. Problem resolved, Alicia. That means that something that you have been saying is a problem for a long time, or is a problem, is totally resolved. So now all you have to do is look for it. Now I just want you to look for it. Where is that problem resolved? Let's see how the universe is going to show me today that my problem is resolved. Yeah. I need my coffee, guys. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Trudy, Panko, you're next. You got love. Love coming in a lot. Oh, Jean Desser, that wasn't you, the other Jean. Okay. Okay, so sorry to the first Jean. I thought you were the Jean Desser. Okay. Trudy, love's coming into your life. Okay, so this means that, and I feel a lightness, a lot of love. So I don't know if you are already, if you already have a beau, but the thing is, it's going to increase a great deal. So either a big turning point with someone that you already have in your life, or someone new. But because it does feel romantic, but it's just mainly what I feel is a big increase of romance in your life. Okay. Hi, Ian. What link would you like? These are free. Okay, synchronistic events. Starlight the Dolphin Pod. Synchronistic events are coming into your life. So when you get this card, it's like, excuse me. all these things are happening. What's it trying to show me? Your guides are trying to show you something by making all these things happen. Or perhaps you're feeling the flow of things really happening and you're like, wow, I feel so lucky. This is great. And that's good. Just ride that wave of that synchronistic events and start to ask the universe and start to ask the Fae, what are you showing me? What are you showing me? After this live, I'm going to be live again on my pages at Soundwaves Heal. And that's YouTube and Facebook and of course, and 5D Daily, where I'll take questions, which is my Facebook group. And we'll be talking about, I'll be talking about ways to increase your vibration, like this really fun way to do it, and a couple of different tips of how to do that. And I would really recommend that you watch that. One of the things that I would like to say, that I'm going to say later, is that you can go out into nature anytime and ask the Fae to join you. Look for the Fae, look for them and ask them to help you every day. Make a little altar for the Fae, like with a plant. You can put a crystal in a plant and then have that be the place where you kind of give little gifts to the Fae, or outside around a tree. And I do have a Fae and Elemental class that I sort of taught once on one of those lives that I do after this on my own channel, which will be in a podcast soon, but you can find them in the past live in 5D playlist as well. So I would say always look for the Fae. Okay, when you're looking for your synchronistic events, and because they're really calling out to you. I really see that. Hi, Wendy Fisher. You got observe your thoughts. So watch where your thoughts aren't lining up with what you want in your life right now. Are they too much in the future? Like, well, I'll just do that later. Or that's, I'm sure that's coming for me soon. Or are you seeing are you saying things like, where you're just having like these bad thoughts and you can't just you keep thinking, why am I thinking about that? I can't think about these bad thoughts. When that happens, we got to figure out why they're coming up. Is there some other fear happening? We need to clear it. You need to do maybe some shadow work. I have free shadow work blog pages. Very easy to do. All these things are so easy. So I really recommend this for everyone. Write it down, soundwavesheal.com/shadow-work, or you can just go to my blog and click on the search and put shadow and you should be able to find it. But this is really important, Wendy. Okay, so just watch your thoughts and make sure that you are working on good things, and don't try to not think about bad things. You just want to see, why am I doing that? And release it, and then try to bring your vibration back up. Basically, we want to release what's coming up is coming up for a reason. We don't want to try to shove it down. That's not going to work. We have to learn to work with it by releasing. What is this showing me? And if you have bad thoughts that you just can't get rid of, like you don't know where they're coming from, then perhaps you need a clearing or a healing. Like that's definitely something that we do, Oh, it's bad thoughts. Yeah. So if you're having a lot of bad thoughts, it could be that. I have you can also click on the little, on my blog, there's like little words. Some of them you can click on. One says entity, or you can search entity and see if you might. There's a blog post that says, do you have an entity in your spirit field and what to do about it? And just check and see if those things ring true for you. Izzy, I read you absolutely first. You missed it, but if you're on YouTube, so you can rewind it. I'm not doing past loved ones in this. I'm just doing my Fae deck. But you can sign up for a mini session anytime. Soundwavesheal.com/sessions. You'll see all the links. And when you do that, you can just do a mini session. I'll bring a message for you from a past loved one. Okay, share is what you got, Kelly. So where they're saying there's something you used to do that you don't do anymore. It's like sharing about yourself. There's something about you that you sort of put aside. So they're saying, pick it back up again. It's time to start sharing yourself with others. It's something that you used to do. Maybe feels like you're leading something feels like it might be an exercise class, or it's something that you're sort of like leading other people. Maybe it's giving readings, maybe it's helping them in some way, but there's something about sharing your life, or maybe it's something like YouTube channel or something, but there's something there that would be great for you to start doing again. Okay. Marianne Harris, you got set your sights higher. So where are you not honoring yourself by thinking it's not for me, or this is good enough, or I'll never get better in this, so I don't want to lose what I have just to try to get something else. Sometimes this is a relationship. Sometimes this is, your job, or just anything, and we have to say, no, I deserve the best and I can get it for myself. You know, you just have to just know, don't lower your own expectations for yourself, okay? And they want you to really focus on that. Okay, Wendy, then I really do recommend that you get a spiritual healing with messages. You know, of course I do that, and Missy Sullivan and also April Lindevald on my Soundwaves Heal sign up. I would really recommend something like that and see if that might help you. Because when we have problems, when things happen, when terrible things happen, you know, we need spiritual help. It's the same thing as like, you know, you'd go to the doctor if you were really sick and you couldn't get better, right? Well, why don't we go to a spiritual help? Spiritual help is important. I see someone every month, twice a month, 3 times a month sometimes, because I hold space for, you know, up to 200 people a month. So I have to really work on myself and make sure I'm a clear vessel, that I'm really doing all my work. I can't work on everyone else if I'm not doing my work. And for those of you out there who are like, I'm not healed enough to do healings on other people, that's not true either. Because as long as you're at a certain point of healed, that you can, you know, your cup is full enough to help others, we're always working on ourselves. So we always need help. No one is fully enlightened. It's not a thing. If you were fully enlightened, then you wouldn't be here as a human anymore. So, you know, when we have things, we need to go get a healing, get a clearing, get some clarity, go to a healer who does messages as well. And that's why I teach that. So anyone here who wants to be a healer or a messenger, that's what I teach, especially with trance channeling, working with beings of light, discernment, spiritual protection, every single thing you can think of. I'm a very good teacher. So if you need help, I can help you with that. And also do private sessions. Okay. Louise D, you got healer. So maybe all of that I just said was for you, Louise. Are you a healer? Did you know that you're a healer? Maybe you already know and you're like, yeah, I'm a healer. I work. So if you're already a healer, then you want to add something new to what you're doing. There's something out there that's going to help you more. If you didn't know you're a healer, it is really time to start. Start with, well, I always recommend that everyone start with Reiki 1. It's a self-healer. It brings your vibration up to a certain level. Just automatically, you're going to just be there. It's going to change your life. And it's such a deep self-healer. And you'll also be starting to practice on, well, in my course, you'll start to practice on pets and your house, your car, your plants and your kids and your family or whoever, you know, so excuse me. So I really recommend it. I have a Psychic Reiki 1 course on my website, and you can take the class by videos and then do the attunement live with me. Hi, Joe. Well, I would love to give you a nice card. You got Soul Family, Cletum's Elemental Dwarf. So Cletum's, these multidimensional elemental dwarves are all about how your soul family is around you all the time. And I think for you, might be more about spirit guides. Do you know your spirit guides? Do you know them? Can you speak with them? Can you talk to them? Everyone out there, do you know your spirit guides? Can you talk to them? Can they help you? Can you reach them in a meditation? I have a free spirit guide masterclass and whole free bundle here, soundwavesheal.com/spirit guides, that I would 1000% recommend. Okay. It's really, really important that you can get your spirit guides. So I get that for you, Joe, this is about your spirit guides and your soul family, wanting you to get to know them, your starseed guides, your helpers. They're all here to help you. And you have many, many, many of them. Okay. Reagan King, you got now Bert, the vassal giant. This is a regular kind of giant. This means that there's something you're thinking about doing and they want you to do it now and stop putting it off. If you're thinking, oh, I'm not quite ready yet, they're like, yes, you are. And you need to start where you're at and you can improve as you go, but you need to start now. And there's a reason for that. There's something they have lined up for you in your path if you can do that. Okay. All right. So now, okay. Okay. Gratitude for you, Gaynor. Gratitude, Barry the Wolf says, where are you grateful? What are you grateful for in your life? And look at that more than anything. So guys, if you're trying to manifest anything, the best way to do that is to figure out where you are grateful and start thinking about how grateful you are. So if you've been watching me the last couple of weeks or many weeks, my car died and I wanted to buy a new car, but I was kind of hoping to trade it in January. So I was kind of thrown for a loop in October, but I did buy my new car and it's amazing. It's sitting right out there. Hey, I'm waving to him. Loving my new car. It's very exciting, right? And so I did a lot of gratitude work. What am I grateful for today? So now the universe says, let's bring more gratitude to Rachel's and I'll have something else to be grateful for. So they want you to do that too. All right. And Iva, you got Be Uniquely You, Some of the Pink Dolphin. This is a card about being truly being yourself and not changing the way that you act for anyone. And since you asked this question, I wonder if it's about relationships in general. So I'm not answering insight questions here today. I'm just pulling cards, but since you have that question for the universe, perhaps this is the answer from the Fae who are around you, your Fae spirit guides. How can you be more you? How can you be more you? And how that's going to just change your life. So, hi, CC Angel. Compassion, Lathrali, the tree spirit says, have some more compassion for yourself. They're saying you're being really hard on yourself right now. And can you have more compassion? Because you're very compassionate about other people. But for yourself, you're a little hard on yourself sometimes. So they want you to really think about that. How you, like if your friend came to you and said that they had a problem and their problem was whatever your problem was, what would you tell them? And have more compassion for yourself and feel more of that self-worth. Marianne says, I sometimes feel unworthy. And I totally get that. Let's all look at that for a second. We all have unworthiness and self-love work that we still need to do. Everybody does. I don't think there's anyone here who doesn't need to do that. And so, you can get programs for that. There's tons of programs for that in my monthly membership, with tons of programs for connecting to all types of beings and for doing all kinds of work like abundance work and self-love, self-worthiness, things like that. And you can call in different guides to help you with that. And giants can help with that, elemental giants. So, you can call them in for that too. Okay, I'm going to go to the most recent ones. Self-forgiveness for you, Luana. Beautiful. Thank you. Self-forgiveness. This is a crystal mermaid. You can learn more about these Atlantic crystal mermaids. There's 8 of them and they're amazing. I finally got my mic working. And they're on my blog posts. I have a blog post about them. If you guys want to learn about this, really cool. It's something I trans-channeled for Tag Lightworkers, and you can learn more in Tag Lightworkers, but there's a little bit that you can learn on actually a lot that you can learn on my blog post. So I feel, Luana, you should go there and learn about them. But self-forgiveness, the same thing that we're saying. So a lot of times we blame ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves, and we can take responsibility too. Perhaps I did, perhaps I didn't do, perhaps I should have not walked down that dark alley where I was mugged, but, is it really your fault? I mean, it's just everything that we do in our life is a learning. And so you can say, I just forgive myself for that. You can do Ho'oponopono, go to the my shadow work blog post that I posted earlier. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Say to yourself, forgive yourself, but also take radical responsibility. Everything in my life is I'm responsible for, and that's okay. Even the horrible things, because maybe I set it up before I came here in this life to go through these terrible things. So, just release yourself from all that. And then that helps you release from being very angry at people who hurt you, because that only hurts yourself, I'm really making this like a short version of a long conversation, but for you, Luana, I would just say really deep self-forgiveness is going to be really great for you. Okay. Hey, Judy. I was just thinking about you. Oops, I meant to click Judy. Okay, Kathy, you'll be next. Grounding, Judy. Well, let's think about this. I know you, of course. So where do you need more grounding? Because I would think that you have all the grounding learning at your fingertips, right? You've taken a lot of my classes. So, and you're a very conscientious light worker. So what I want you to do is ground more with the trees. So it's wood nymph, tree nymphs, tree beings, all the tree fae, call them in, creek boogies. Have you learned about creek boogies? I don't know if that's in my Fae healing program that you took, but it was in a month of tag. And I also brought them forward in a retreat that I did in Tennessee, my first retreat, I think. So it's on my blog page. So look for that. Learn about creek boogies for some deep grounding. You can call in some earth elementals to help you ground deeper. Call in the tree spirits and call in the creek boogies. It's a different type of grounding with them, but very, very helpful. And I feel so glad I'm reminded of that too. I'm going to do that myself. Hi, Kathy. You got courage, Mateo the Griffin. As you can see, this griffin's going to take a leap off this building. Now, of course, he has wings, and you maybe don't have any wings we can see in this dimension, but definitely in higher dimensions. They just want you to have courage to take a leap for something that you're thinking of doing or something that you're wanting to do, something in your life that, you're wondering if you can do. They say you can do it. And really, really, take that leap of faith, trusting in yourself. They really want you to trust not just in your spirit guides, but trust in yourself and know that you can do it. You can do anything. All right, Joanne. You got witnessed a miracle. Miracles coming to you. I see 3 or 4 big miracles, like big changes in your life, big things flipping over. They're showing me big, big stuff. This is great, actually. So I know Joanne very well. She's been a student a long time, and I know her personally. She's been in my retreat. I know her from my hometown. So Joanne, I have chills everywhere. There's some big, big things happening. What can you do on your end to witness the miracle? You need to sit in that law of attraction space where it's like, it's already here. And imagine what it feels like for it already to be here. And every time you think of it, be like, that's already here. I'm going to turn around and see that because it's there for you. Yeah, it feels really, really strong. Maxine, thank you. You got flow. This is Earth Leia, the lava mermaid. She'll be coming to my next retreat in May that I should be posting soon in Tennessee. Anyway, the flow. What is the flow? So unicorns, lava mermaids, lots of different kinds of Fae really love to talk about flow. And flow is like what's flowing in your life, what's working, what's really going well, versus the sort of thing where you're like, I really got to do that thing. And you don't want to do it at all. Like you really don't want to do it. Well, that's because it's not in flow. To find flow in this thing that you have to do that you haven't done is to release all like self-imposed, like, oh, I got to do it, stress, and just do what is flowing. Do more things that help flow, like going out in nature, taking time for yourself, taking a salt bath, doing a meditation, breathing, maybe doing a sound healing or something on yourself. Like, I have tons of them on YouTube that are free, those kind of things. As long as you know who's doing it, you know that they're safe. And you know that they're not false light. So doing all those things, finding your flow. And as you do that, then all of a sudden this other thing will either change into the version that does flow, or it will suddenly be flowing when it's time. So very important message. So Becky, you got past life connection. So I was talking about this in the beginning. This means that there's a past life that is hindering this life. I'm going to clear it for you now. This is the one card I do take the time to do a healing for, because I believe that healers and readers should be the same thing. Okay, so here we go. Becky, you have a past life with a man who's in your life right now. And in the past life, it was really negative. And so what's happening is in this life, you sometimes think that he's going to act in the same way, even though you don't know why. And it's like the trust is not there. And so here we are at a place where we're like, well, doesn't this keep me on my toes to have this past trauma? No, it doesn't. What we want to do is release the trigger of this so that you can see clearly what's really happening in your life. So I'm going to release this. All right, they told me that anyone else who had a similar problem was also cleared of that. So it looks like someone like your husband or your dad or someone like uncle, I don't know, someone close. Anyway, I don't know if that made sense, but I know it helps either way. It might make sense later. Okay, let me have some coffee. I will do a group card and healing at the end. So if you didn't get one by the time I get to the end, which is really soon, then you'll have that. Okay. I'm sorry, Sashay, I don't answer these kind of questions, but I do that in like emergency question sessions or mini sessions anytime. You can look on my site. Music for manifesting. Miley the Leprechaun says that you have the power to manifest with music by putting on music that brings your vibe up, that makes you feel really good, or maybe you're being called to light language, which is a way that you could bring in all kinds of healing for yourself. But music is the answer. Use music for manifesting what it is that you want by helping you to get into a place where you feel good enough to bring that to you, because it's all about the feeling, whatever. Excuse me. Too much coffee, too fast. Whatever is inside, the feelings you have inside are being magnified by the universe. And that doesn't mean stop feeling the feelings. It means work through the feelings that you have so that you can get to a higher vibrational space. And I have this would help a lot. This blog post I have right here, soundwavesheal.com/shadow work. And that will really help you get into a higher place. So, that's great. And also, they're really saying to you that Reiki 1 would be a lifesaver for you to really check it out, okay? I sell it too, but if you want someone local, do that. I have an online psychic Reiki healing course, which is very, very detailed and has lots of videos that you can always refer to if you forget anything forever and ever. And in fact, if anyone's ever bought that and you haven't looked at it lately, I'm always adding to it. And it's great. And of course, we have a community and everything. Hi, Pamela. You got stop and rest. Chitaldo, the ice mermaid, says, you're doing a lot, so take a little breather today. Take a nap, take deep breaths, go out in nature. Hopefully you have some sun today. It's a little bit warmer here today. It's nice. But go out and, oh yeah, you live here, right? So yeah, it's a beautiful day. You don't live far from me. So go outside and get some fresh air, some deep breaths, and maybe take a little nap or Netflix and chill. I got that. Netflix and chill for you. Andrea, reevaluate. Okay, reevaluate something that you decided a long time ago that you would do and that you're just keep doing, and it's time for you to reevaluate that that's not working for you anymore. And it's time to speak up for yourself and say, I can't do this anymore. Can't do it anymore. I'm sorry. It's hurting me more than I can, I just can't do it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Tracy Mager, you got adventure. Keki, the Amethyst Fairy, says it's time for adventure. You're keeping yourself too close and you're not, and this is not really about like, go to a new country or go spend a whole lot of money, but how are you not putting yourself outside of your safe little zone? They want you to go out and do things. In fact, why don't you listen to my next live, which is coming on in 15 minutes. I don't know if you're on my Facebook page, but it's Soundwaves Heal, facebook.com/Soundwaves Heal. I'll be coming on in 15 minutes. We'll be talking about some of this, and I think it will help you. So really, they want you to come outside of your safe little space and do more, okay? Okay. Hi, Ava. You got receive with grace. Where are you not receiving? Where are you not? Where is Spirit trying to give you something and you're like, no, that's okay. Like your friend trying to buy you lunch, someone giving you coffee, someone saying, hey, Eva, I'll come over and help you with that. I'll do your laundry for you. And you're like, no, oh my God, no. Then that's the universe trying to help you and you're saying no. So then the universe says, oh, okay, she doesn't want anything. And that cuts off abundance, cuts off help. So just say yes. It's okay to accept help. You know what? When your friend's struggling, you'll go over there and do her laundry. You know what I mean? I don't know why the laundry thing came up, but that's what I see. So just receive help with grace and say thank you to Spirit and just say, I accept. Thank you so much. Hi, Ashley Lynn. You get yes. Where do you need to say yes? What is coming up for you that you are trying to decide? Your spirit guides want you to say yes. Your Fae spirit guides are all here. They're saying, say yes, say yes. I hear a bunch of fairies around you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hi, Jolie. I got time for like maybe 2 more before the last thing. So post again if you guys want one. I can only see 5 at a time. I'm sorry. If you just post it. I'm live in so many places. Jolie, you see, listen, Mudu, the tall elf. This elf is saying, we're speaking to you. We're speaking to you and we're telling you
how to get what you want, but you need to listen. So you're beginning to hear your guides, and perhaps, Jolie, you're a little worried, like what is the light and what's not. And if that's true, then that's a very good point. How do you know if this voice is from the light or not? It's usually pretty easy to tell. I do teach people how to do this. So I guess if you're at that point, I would recommend like a mini session or something, or with someone else or whoever you trust, like someone, how can you know the difference? I feel like that's the biggest sticking point for you. Like they're talking to you, but you're just not sure. So they want you to really believe in them. They want you to know, but perhaps you do need a little help with that sort of thing. So if you do, I would recommend like a few things. Depending where you're at, you can always send me a message and I'll send you to a resource or something. Okay. Oh my gosh, so many people, and I haven't gotten to you. I'm so sorry. Here's glow, worthiness. Where are you still not thinking yourself worthy? That's where your block is. So something you're trying to get or something you're trying to receive, and it's the worthiness that's blocking you. So check that out. I'm gonna do a couple quick cards. Brooke, make a decision. Where do you need to make a decision? What's blocking you from making a decision? What's keeping you from doing it? They really want you in this. Why? This is more about the why. Like, it's not like, hey, just make any decision, it's fine. Sometimes they say that. But this time they're saying, what's stopping you from making the decision? That's really what your spirit guides want you to know. Like they want you to look at that block or whatever that is, that emotion. All blocks are just emotions you need to work through it. Try my shadow work page and see if that helps. Okay, Bernadette, you are safe. So you're totally safe to go out in the world and do whatever it is that you want to do, to be yourself, to tell everyone you're a psychic or whatever it is. It's totally fine. Whatever it is that you're a little worried about, maybe with holidays approaching, you're a little, maybe you do a thing like I do here, and then you're like, now I got to go home, and everybody's weird about it. They're saying you're totally safe to just be yourself. Debbie Ross, trust and, oh, I got you already, didn't I? Okay, let me go to Louisa. Louisa, you got finish. Something you have started needs to be finished. Time to finish whatever you've started, okay? It's think about that. Carol, you got manifest. You're in a high position for manifesting right now. So what do you want to manifest in this life? Start with something small and build on it. Yes. I'm going to get a free cup of coffee today. And when that happens, like do the biggest happy dance. Yes. Grateful, so grateful, so grateful. And then what's going to happen after that? You're going to manifest more and more and make it bigger and bigger. Okay, Dale, you've been here a long time. Here, leadership. Toke the Centaur saying it's time for you to be a bigger leader in the field. So how are you going to do that? What's your plan? They want you to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, reach out to someone you trust to give you a reading and a healing of any block in your way. Someone who does something like I do, or come to me. I'd love to help you, or whoever you want, but just someone who can help you get to that, because you are supposed to be a bigger leader. So in a bigger field than you're doing right now. You are so welcome. Hi, Jennifer. You got self-employment. So I don't need to explain this to you, Jennifer. More self-employment. You need to work on that. You need to take a leap of faith. You need to start something I'm seeing that you need to take all the little things and put them together. And it doesn't have to be a lot of work, just a little bit, and really like gather it all together and make it one thing. Maybe get a little help on that. Jean, I didn't read you. You got divine change, great change coming to you. Babette's unicorn. So much change. They keep saying that. So make sure you're feeling the feeling of having it already, instead of thinking it. Hi, Judy. How are you? Okay, you got caution for Scott. The Balboan is something in your life is not what it appears to be. Now, it is Mercury retrograde. Don't sign any contracts. During Mercury retrograde, you're going to look deeply at contracts and sign them after if you can, okay? Or you can just say, F it, I'm above Mercury retrograde. I'm going to sign that contract anyway. But since you got the caution card, I thought I'd mention it. Okay, you got trust and patience. I really got to do the group one very, very soon. But trust and patience, Vonnalie, Lisa Joe. Have trust in your spirit guides. Have patience that it's all coming through, okay? And then Debbie Ross, you got 10 to your garden. There's something or someone you forgot, someone close to you needs your attention, needs your help, and is thinking that you're busy because you're busy doing something else. And so look and see who that might be. Okay. Hi, money. You got specialist support. Jump Box the Gremlin. This means something you're trying to do by yourself and needs a little help. So if maybe you're feeling a little block about something, maybe you're feeling like you need a little help with something that is feeling hard lately, and maybe you need a little clearing, or maybe you just need, but there's something that you need to reach out to someone else for to help you with to get there better. Okay. Oh my gosh. See if I can get a few more people. Witness the miracle. We're on quick cards now. Balthazar, the guardian gnome for you, Fiona. The miracle's here. Can you start to feel it and start looking to see it every day? And you will. Debbie Ross, you didn't get a card. I thought you did. Here, you might rewind and have to flow. Earthly, the lava mermaid, telling you to look for what's flowing in your life, and really feeling that flow will bring more flow to you. What does that mean? Some things work, they're working. This is something I can do right now because it's working, but the thing I'm supposed to do that's weighing heavily on my mind is not flowing. I just can't make myself start that. Working on the flow can help loosen up this thing that's not working to flow for you also. Okay. Okay. Mina, you got finish what you started. There's something you haven't finished that needs your attention. There's something to learn from there. It's something old. Mina, this is a different message than I usually give with this card. Something old, something really important that you used to do. They want you to go and look at it. It doesn't mean you need to finish it exactly. In this reading, they're saying you need to go look at it and see what it is about it that does need finishing. There's a portion of it, a part of it, something you need to remember, something you need to write down about that old thing that you decided not to do. Here's our group clearing with Liquid Reiki Shamanic Sound Healing. Everybody, please catch me next in 5D Daily Facebook group or on my Sound Waves Heal channel, Facebook and YouTube. I'll be talking about fun ways to raise your vibration. Okay. All right. And this is my podcast that you definitely want to look at. All right, group clearing. No, this is not the group clearing. Group card healing. Okay, the card for everybody here, and catch me next week. And I won't be having mic problems, so maybe I can read. Well, I read 50 people. That's not too bad, right? Everybody got the same card I pulled first, which is time to move. Izzy, this was your card. Time to move. So in the group card, this is a different reading. Time to move towards your goal of spirituality. What is your goal of spirituality? Do you want to have a higher vibration? Do you want to trance channel? Do you want to bring forth, music or light language? Do you want to help other people? You want to be a coach? You want to be, you want to be a helper in this realm? You want to heal yourself? You want to feel good every day? You want to connect to your spirit guides? What is it that you want to do? You want to connect to the Fae? I mean, most of everything I just said, I can help you with a course or something. But, there's many things probably I haven't thought about that you might be thinking of that other people help with. It's time to move on that. Where we are at in Ascension, it's not time to be like, well, I'll do that in January. I don't think you should. I think you should do it now. I don't think putting it off 1 month, even though it's the holidays, is going to help anybody. Do it now. Don't put it off. Start now, and you will know. You'll be like, I did it for myself. I have started this new path. Do you really want to put that off? They're just saying it's time to move. It's not time to put things off, even for 1 month anymore. It's time to get really serious about what you're doing with yourself and your path. It's time to really look at what you want in your life and start now, not after the holidays. These are really strong messages, and I'm just channeling it, okay? I promise. Okay, so I'm going to channel a healing from Lady Nadia, the River Naiad from this picture. She says this is a healing for removing whatever it is that even keeps you from seeing what it is that you need to do. It's like, what can you do? And I'll give you something to do right after this healing. I forgot I'm supposed to move the mic. I hope that wasn't too loud. So Lady Nadia you know, if you guys need just somewhere to start, I would suggest the most important thing to do is just connect with your spirit guides. If you're a very, very beginner, then the second most important thing to do is get a Reiki 1 attunement. If you're not a beginner, maybe it's time to expand into channeling beings of light. And even if you're advanced, there's some of that in this whole group of free things that I give. Why do I give so much free things? Because if you were to join my tag lightworkers, you'd get your hands on a library that has more than 800 videos in it. And it's not like, oh, you know, I'm going to help you if you join, show you how to work it so that you're just on the cutting edge of what's happening now. And then you just have this library where you can just think about a huge library. It's not overwhelming to go into a library. You're going to take the book, you're going to go into the section and take the book that is helping you now. And you might be, you know, getting some of those books from the front that are like, read this now. These are new things that just came out. You know, you might take one of those and then you might go back and get something older that's going to help you. The tag lightworkers membership is just like that. You're going to, you know, do the weekly lives if you want. If you can make a couple, get a free reading and healing from our tag team. You're going to, you know, do the things that we're doing this month that's helping right now with Ascension. We're doing Abundance Angels and Easy World Angels with great results. And then you're going to, from there, you know, go, oh, maybe I want to learn about this. Maybe I want to learn about that. So all of that's in my Tag Lightworkers membership. And you can find that on my Soundwaves Heal page as well. But if you start with the spirit guides, you'll get kind of a taste of that. So thank you all for coming. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone. Don't be angry at yourself, Lawana. You're a beautiful person. You really are. Okay. Sorry, Abiola didn't get to you and all the other people didn't get to. And it was like 50 people I didn't get to. But I read 50. That's pretty good, right? I'll try to catch you next time. Next week, Abiola, remind me that I didn't get to you this week nicely, and I will read you. Okay. All right. I'll be live right now at Soundwaves Heal. I'm going to go live again. Well, in about 2 minutes, I'll be late. Talking about ways to raise your vibration and in fun ways. Okay. See you there.